Good morning, students. Welcome to day 7. In previous class, we discussed a question related to DNA, and it was again interesting. And please concentrate on such type of questions because they may come in the entrance exams actually, rather than the theory part. Okay. And from the first day, you have to concentrate on all the videos because structure of DNA is again for 5 marks, and again that is duplex model of DNA given by Watson and Crick, and then nucleosome model they may ask for 3 marks with the diagram. You have to label it properly, that is nucleosome, histone protein, core DNA, linker DNA, all these things. That is one. Again next, what is meaning of nucleotide, what is meaning of nucleoside, all these things, what type of sugar is contained in DNA, and what is DNA stands having the polarity. So about all these we cleared in the previous classes, so please concentrate and listen the classes carefully so that you will come to understand it easily, and it will be better if you get clear the previous classes rather than doing the further classes, because after getting clear ideas about the structure of DNA only, you can understand the further topics which are coming in this chapter. So after completing the structure of DNA, we already in the first class only mentioned that is the topics to be covered in this chapter are, that is the DNA, and next was the search for genetic material, like that. So today we are moving to, that is, learn the search for genetic material. Okay, before moving to the search of genetic material, first get its definition. Okay, what is mean by that is genetic material, or what is genetic material? Okay, it is a material or chemical you can call which is responsible for our transfer of our genetic information from parents to their offspring. Genetic information in the sense that is whatever our genotype is there or phenotype is there, passed from parents to the offspring in whatever animal type it is. So that material is called genetic material. It is a chemical or molecule you can call which is responsible for passage of our genetic information from parents to the offspring. So what is our genetic material? Today we know that is DNA is a genetic material, of course, but at the time of the discovery of nucleic acid, there was not a clear idea about what is that genetic material properly. Is it that is RNA, is it a protein, or it is a DNA, or it may be carbohydrate, it may be lipid, which are all the contents of a cell. Actually in a nucleus, what is present? Protein, that is DNA, RNA, all these things. Again other things will be in traces form. So there was not clear idea out of these or among these all substances, what are those substances, or which is that substance particularly which is responsible for the transfer of genetic material. So to find out this, okay, many scientists performed their experiments. So today we are dealing with those experiments only, and those studies comes under the heading of the search for genetic material. And here scientist Griffith first started the search for genetic material. Scientist Frederick Griffith, okay, he started. So before that, in the chapter Principles of Inheritance, scientists like Mendel, Sutton, and that is Thomas Hunt Morgan, okay, they were already, that is, told or gave the idea that there is something which is responsible for causing the transfer, and Mendel termed them as factors. But today exactly we know those factors as genes which are present on DNA. Okay, DNA is a thread, you know already. Okay, and what is gene? A fragment of DNA, like that. So DNA coils densely and form chromosome that we studied during the nucleosome model. So first we study how these scientists defined or cleared that is DNA is genetic material. Okay, first that is the search for genetic material. Genetic material. Okay, in short you can write that is GM. Okay, do not consider it as good morning. It is genetic material. Okay. Next, here scientists first who initiated the step toward the search of genetic material, the scientist name, that is Frederick Griffith. In year 1928, first time started to search, that is which molecule is genetic material like that. Okay. So what he did first, he performed a few experiments. Okay. And those experiments today we known as Griffith's transformation experiment, or you can call, according to the book, principle. Griffith's transformation experiment or principle. Okay, this one. Now, before this, a slight general topic we discussed, which you studied already in the first year. That is, while you were studying the structure of bacteria or reproduction in bacteria. Normally, in bacteria, reproduction takes place by there is asexual method, and also there is very rare sexual method. Okay. So what happens there? Genetic material passes from one bacteria to other bacteria. That is again a transfer of genetic material. So here three steps or definitions keep in mind first before studying this topic. This is not general which you studied already in the first year. First listen here, transformation. Definition of transformation. That is, here something or some organism get transformed into its other form. It may be, that is, for example, a bacteria is there, two types of bacteria are there. What type of bacteria getting converted into other type physically, in its physical appearance, like that. So such a definition is called transformation. Okay. A simple example I want to give you, for example, a fat guy converted into a slim body, like that, or a dark person converted into a total brighter skin color, like that. These are the transformations. Simple example. So here saying transformation, what happens here? One type of bacteria converted into other type bacteria, and that process we call transformation. Next, here comes transduction. This we will study detail in this experiment. Okay. So I am telling just definition here. Transduction. Now what is transduction? You know already bacteriophages, that is virus infecting bacteria. What happens here? Virus, when come in contact with this bacteria, it will transfer its genetic material into this bacteria, and due to which the bacterial DNA get recombined with this virus DNA. I am writing here different, there is two types of DNA, but this is, for example, bacterial, not B for that is bacterial DNA, and this viral DNA enter into this body, and this DNA get recombined. The bacterial DNA get recombined with viral DNA, and due to which its character changes, like that. So first, what happens here? Recombine in the sense combination of these two DNA. The virus which infect the bacteria are called bacteriophages. So such a process is called transduction. Next, coming to third, conjugation. Okay. What is conjugation? It is another type of, that is a transfer of genetic material from one bacteria to other bacteria. For example, here one bacteria transferring its genetic material to the other bacteria. For example, this is bacteria 1, this is bacteria 2, A or B type. So when it transfers the bacteria, that is this bacteria transferring the genetic material to other bacteria, that is horizontally by preparing a bridge-like structure. This one, a bridge, a connection between these two bacterial bodies. So such a transfer of genetic material is called conjugation. So for in detail study for our syllabus is first transformation, that was done by Frederick Griffith, and transduction is our next experiment. experiment which proved finally that DNA is the genetic material. On this experiment only it is proved that DNA is the genetic material, and this was the start for that search for genetic material. So here this one is not required to study conjugation, just you remember the definition. Okay. After that, coming to this transformation. Griffith's transformation experiment or principle, this is again important for 5 marks in your exams. Okay, 5 marks. Now listen, what he did first. First he used a model. This is again important for the entrance as well as theory. But model like that is in detailed questions will be appearing or forming in the entrance one. He used a model by name called a bacteria. Okay, we are studying totally about bacteria. Here he used a bacteria called Streptococcus pneumoniae. Streptococcus pneumoniae, or this bacteria also known as Pneumococcus pneumoniae. That is one. This is a bacteria which is responsible for causing what? Pneumonia. Disease, that is pneumonia. This bacteria causes pneumonia, and hence the name is given as Streptococcus pneumoniae, or alternate name is Pneumococcus pneumoniae. This bacteria also called Diplococcus. Why the word Diplococcus comes? This bacteria most of the time are found in the combination of two. This is one bacteria, this is another bacteria. That is, these bacteria maximum times seen in a combination of two bacteria, and diplo means two. Hence this another name is Diplococcus bacteria. That is, this is one bacteria, this is another bacteria, and hence the name is given as Diplococcus. And first, another information, these bacteria are gram positive. Gram positive bacteria. What is gram positive bacteria? That is again in detail, I think you studied in the first year only. Okay, gram positive nothing but the bacteria which retain the dark violet color, or that is blue color, after staining with the proper stain called as crystal violet stain. The bacteria which retain that is violet color or blue color, such bacteria are called positive, gram positive bacteria, and the bacteria which will not retain the blue color after staining are called gram negative, and that is not here part of this topic. So these bacteria, remember only these are gram positive. Okay. Now what he did by using these bacteria? This bacteria causes pneumonia. Okay. Again another name these are. Next, coming to what host he used. Host in the sense which suffers from this disease, pneumonia. This is a pathogen now, and this is the host. What he used? He used the host mice. Okay, he used the host, that is mice. Used. Okay, which that is after injecting these bacteria into this one, this suffered from that is pneumonia, and the mice died like that. So model used by Griffith is that is this bacteria, and host that is mice. Now coming to these bacteria available in two forms. Here I will write this bacteria have that is two types. First is rough strain, and another type is smooth strain. Now first listen, rough you can write that is R strain, and this is a smooth strain. Remember, this R strain will not cause pneumonia disease, and hence it is considered as non-pathogenic or non virulent. Very interesting here, just listen carefully. This small, that is, the word is smooth, but it is actually dangerous. A smooth bacteria, smooth strain is nothing but it is pathogenic. What is pathogenic? Meaning it causes disease. Pathogenic, or you can call virulent. Virulent. Now, why the name is given smooth? This bacteria is covered with a, that is, mucus or gelatinous, you can write, capsule. The body of the bacteria covered with a mucus capsule, which is actually made up of polysaccharide. This one. Now remember, important, this smooth strain bacteria is pathogenic, which causes disease. Such a bacteria we call pathogenic or virulent. So why it is pathogenic? The body is covered with a capsule. The capsule is made up of, that is, polysaccharide. This is again exam point of view, entrance exam. So it is a mucus gelatinous capsule. Now what happens when these bacteria enter into the host body? Host usually here is mice. Okay, host may be human again, suffering from that is pneumonia, but here the scientists use the host is mice. What happens? Rough strain when enters into this mice body, okay, this bacteria get recognized by the host body. Host body means mice. Okay, when this bacteria R strain enters into the host body, this R strain get recognized by the immune system of this mice, and hence the immune system of the mice produces antibodies and kills this bacteria, and hence that mice will not suffer from pneumonia and it will be surviving. It is not going to die. But when the smooth strain bacteria enters into the mice, due to its covering, important, that is only due to this covering, okay, when it enters into the host, due to this covering only, this is able to hide from the immune system of this mice, and it remains in its body only without recognizing. So immune system of mice is not able to recognize this S strain because of this capsule, and this develops the disease pneumonia and that mice die. Okay, simple. When this one is injected into the mice, it is not going to die, and when this one is injected into the mice dies because of pneumonia. Okay, that is one. So this is pathogenic, remember. Next, coming to Griffith used, that is types. What is the strain? First remember, strain is nothing but subspecies or types. Subspecies, that is rough and smooth. After that, here Griffith used these R strain, R of three types again, R1, R2, R3, R1, R2, R3, and again like the same S strain are also available at the three types, that is S1, S2 and S3. Now Griffith used, in NCERT only given is R strain and S strain, but for the detailed information, Griffith used this is R2 and S3 for his experiment. What was the experiment it is? What is the experiment here? Transforming principle. Griffith's transforming principle. So he used R2 and S3. This is non-virulent and this is virulent. This is virulent. Now what he did, that is, listen here first. He conducted a series of experiments, that is nothing but more than, that is 2-3 experiments, all these things. In his first experiment, what he did, he injected, that is this pathogenic bacteria, okay, that is S strain injected into into mice. Now what will happen? This S strain is pathogenic, means the mice will die, of course, because this mice die because of what? Pneumonia, because this is the pathogenic type. Second, this is actually used what? S3. Okay, remember every time. And here this was living, live S strain, living bacteria. Next coming to here, he used R2, this one. Now don't remember these things, R3, all these things are S1, S2. He used properly, that is from the R strain, that is R2, from the S strain he used S3, like that. So he injected R2 strain is nothing but type of bacteria, again live, living condition, injected into mice, and the mice what? Live, means because this R strain is non-virulent or non-pathogenic, it will not cause pneumonia and hence mice will not die. Now next coming to third experiment of Griffith, what he did, he heat killed. So yes, third strain, but what type? It was heat killed. Griffith heat killed S3 type, and then this heat killed bacteria, whatever the material becomes, that is one. So whatever the material forms, this injected into mice, and what will happen now? Mice actually, that is live, because it is heat killed now. Heat killed. Okay, of course. Next, in fourth experiment, what he did, he mixed this heat killed S3 and live R2. Fourth experiment, very important. What he did, he mixed the heat killed S3 and then live R2, means this is dead already, which will not cause disease and mice survive, and this is living but it will not cause disease. Actually, what he did, he mixed this S3 and R2, that is R2, again that is live, plus what was mixed? S3, which was actually heat killed, means inactive form. It was dead again, and he injected into the mice. Okay, remember this arrow, nothing but injected into the mice. What will be the result? Of course, when live R2 is injected, mice survive. Even heat killed S3 when injected, again mice survive. It is not going to die. But here we get some interesting result, that is the mice die. Mice die because of pneumonia. So again this is an interesting and shocking result. Why? Because live R2 is already, it is non-pathogenic, which will not cause pneumonia to die, and S3 which is already heat killed, it is not living. If you use S3 living, it will die, but we are using heat killed. So both are actually non-pathogenic condition. So how the mice die? So here there are only two possibilities. There may be only two possibilities. What is the possibility? First listen here. It may be, okay, when this mice died, after its examination or whatever the material collected from that mice body, that time Griffith recovered live S3 type. This is again very shocking result. What is that? From this dead mice, actually mice died, that was the interesting result, and then from this died mice, what he recovered? Live S3. Now there are only, what are the chances? Only two possibilities. That may be, what is the first possibility? This S3 which is died already, that may get again alive, which is not possible, never. Or this R2, live R2 may get converted into S3. This live R2 may get converted into S3. That is the second possibility. Because mice is not going to provide anything to this R2 to convert into S3. It is not like that. So something is there which may get converted to S3. That is the possibility. That is, from this what he concluded that when he recovered, that is S3 type from the dead mice, that is one, he concluded that there is something or some chemical which must have transferred. The thing is, which must have transferred from heat killed, very important line, heat killed S3 into what? Live R2, and due to which that live R2 get transformed into, that is live S3, because what he was injected, heat killed S3, but what he is getting recovered what? S3. Reason what is that? There is something which is transferred from this heat killed S3 into R2, and due to which this live R2 get converted or transformed into live R2, and after transferring, that is something, that chemical must transferred, okay, which made this R2 to produce what? To produce a capsule. To produce a capsule. Capsule means which form? S strain. Capsule means that is S strain. Again S strain is pathogenic, and due to which that mice die because of pneumonia. Actually what happened here, live R2 converted into S3 because some chemicals must have transferred, and those some chemicals he named as, that is transforming principle. Transforming principle. What he told or concluded, there is something which is converting the live R2 into the live S3 type. Okay, and that something chemical is transferring, that there is something transforming principle, and actually that transforming principle is considered nothing but genetic material, and today we know it as DNA only, but this time it was not declared yet. Griffith totally finalized that there is something transforming principle which convert live R into, that is live S3, but he did not give the detail of, that is he did not give or he did not define biochemical nature of genetic material which was responsible for transformation of live R2 into live S3. Live S3. So he only told that there is something that is transforming principle, but he did not give the clear information which is that material or chemical. Actually that material today we know it is DNA, but he told only the thing that there is something transforming principle which caused the transformation of live R2 into live S3. Okay, this information given by, that is totally Griffith, Frederick Griffith. Okay. After this, okay, just after the experiment of Griffith, his work was continued by a team of scientists, that is a group of 3 scientists. We will study here, which continued Griffith experiment to prove that DNA is the genetic material. Earlier this experiment, they were not knowing about that is DNA is the genetic material like that. So let us see the results of next experiment. This was the first experiment, that is transforming principle, Griffith's transformation principle or experiment. Here this experiment was continued by, that is 16 years later, three scientists, that is Avery and MacLeod and McCarthy. These three scientists. Okay, remember friends, 16 years later means Griffith worked, that is in 1928, and these three scientists worked, that is in 1944. What they did first, remember, first step, what they did, they heat killed S3 strain, which is pathogen. They heat killed it first. In second step, what they did, they purified the S3, purified DNA, RNA, proteins from this S3. Okay, they purified DNA, RNA and protein from the which type of S3? Heat killed S3. Heat killed S3 bacteria or strain, you can call it. Okay, they purified. After purifying, what they performed? They performed a few experiments. Very simple here. We have now separate DNA isolated from heat killed S3, and again we have separate RNA, separate protein. What is the reason we are conducting this experiment? Because among these three, which one is the genetic material? Okay, to declare, to decide or to discover that one, here they performed a few experiments. That is, for example, in a first Petri plate, or you can use test tube also. Okay, in first Petri plate, what they did here, a media was provided, culture medium, and what added here? Culture medium plus, here it contains protein first. Protein from what? Remember, protein from S3. Which S3? Heat killed S3. Heat killed. Very simple. Protein from heat killed S3 bacteria. Protein. And this culture media nothing but nutritional media, which allows the bacteria to grow. And here they allowed to grow which bacteria? R bacteria. That is live R2 bacteria. Okay. Now, if protein is responsible, or if it is able to transfer its genetic material, okay, into these R bacteria bodies, so this makes us convert into, that is S type. Okay. But in this experiment, there was no transformation. There was no transformation. What is in this culture? We are containing here what? That is culture medium plus protein, and protein from what? From heat killed bacteria. And again in this culture, what is our next component? R bacteria. Remember components. Culture medium, second component protein from what? Heat killed. And then third, what we added in that medium? R strains, that is R2, actually live R2. So if the protein is responsible, or if the protein is the transforming principle to convert this live R2 into S type, here in this culture, after some time, these R's must have come transformed into S type. But here transformation was not seen. No transformation here. It means protein is not the transforming principle. This is the first experiment. In next experiment, that is this one, you can use here test tube also or Petri plate. Okay. Here, for example, you are understanding test tube I prefer here. In this test tube, what we have out only among these three. In this one, we added same medium, culture medium, plus next time it is RNA. This RNA will isolated from, purified from what? Heat killed S3. Okay, these scientists repeatedly again heat killed this S3 and purified its all the chemical component like these three. And now in this next culture what they did? Culture medium plus RNA. This RNA is from what? Heat killed S3. Heat killed S3 only. And again they added here, that is R type to grow. Culture media means some nutritional medium or material which allows the growth of bacteria. Now if RNA was the transforming principle, okay, it will transform these R type into S strain type bacteria. But here transformation was not seen. After a few time or few days, these R type bacteria only, they were R type only, like that. They were not converted into S type. So here it means again no transformation, or transformation was not seen. Means again RNA is also not the transforming principle, and protein is also not the transforming principle. Now it is confirmed DNA must be the transforming principle. Okay, let us see. In the third experiment, actually these steps are important for your theory exams. You have to write these steps only when it is asked for 3 marks or 5 marks. Okay, these injected steps. In the third experiment, the remaining component from the isolated S3 bacteria was DNA. This one we are talking about. Here what they did, in a test tube or Petri plate, culture medium plus what is remaining component? DNA. This DNA is from what? From heat killed S3. I write here repeatedly again, from heat killed S3 bacteria. And along with this, for example in a plate or in Petri plate, in a test tube or Petri plate, what we are allowing this in culture medium? R bacteria to grow. Okay. Now after few days or after the period of completion of that is culture period, we saw here few of them converted into these R type were converted or transformed into S type. Most of them transformed into S type like this. Okay, and few remained were R type like that. It means here DNA is present. In presence of DNA, this material, that is live R2, in presence of DNA live R2 get converted into this S strain. That to which S strain? S third. Because this DNA we isolated from heat killed S3. Now what it means? Here transformation seen. Very important and interesting. Transformation seen in third experiment of these 3 scientists. Third experiment. Okay. Now transformation seen. What transformation? Here live R2 converted into S3 type. Live S3 type. Because in this medium we are not adding the S3 living type. Okay. But here living type are forming after the culture period. It means something is there, which was told here by Griffith. The transforming principle, something chemical is there. That chemical is nothing but from these experiments what we can declare, the chemical is not protein, the chemical is not RNA, the chemical is nothing but our DNA, which is responsible to transform these R2 into S3 type. Now this DNA we are getting from what? This one. So here they declared DNA is genetic material. Okay. After this, okay, for more satisfaction and more clarification, they rechecked this process. How that is? In this experiment, what they did? Okay, here in a test tube, same culture medium. Remember, many experiments are there, hence this experiment is called series of experiment. Okay, but very simple it is. Okay, culture medium plus this DNA. Same experiment they performed, but this time they used a few enzymes. Okay, for rechecking this one or for getting more clarification whether DNA is genetic material or not, to check this one. So culture medium plus DNA, this DNA is from heat tube. Plus they added one enzyme, DNase. Very important, this enzyme, that is DNase enzyme. DNase enzyme. Okay. Now what happens here? When you add DNase, this DNA get digested. Totally, it will be getting the broken one. So this DNA gets digested due to activity of enzyme DNase. Say this bacteria we allow here, you can use test tube or petri plate, no matter it is. Okay, it is a culture medium. Okay. So now these bacteria which are R type, there was no transformation. No transformation means what? When the DNA is digested or destroyed, it means DNA is equal to upset. Okay, here DNA is not, that is non-functional. What? Due to what? Due to the action of DNase on it. This DNase enzyme that is digested this DNA, and this digested DNA becomes, that is non-functional, and hence this R remained R type only. And when here we are not using the DNase enzyme, here DNA is able to transform this R into S type, and here it is not able to transform because due to inactive or non-functional nature of DNA, and hence in this experiment confirmed that DNA is the only genetic material. DNA is the only genetic material. For more clarification, what they did again, same experiment, that is culture medium plus RNA plus enzyme RNase, means to deactivate RNA, and here they allowed to grow what? R type. This experiment they allowed here extra what? Only enzymes. Okay, here in the first experiment they allowed enzyme DNase, here in the second experiment they allowed the enzyme, that is RNase. When you added RNase or you are not added RNA, there is no transformation at all, means presence or absence of RNA is not going to affect the transformation. Transformation actually here it was not seen, because in presence of RNA in this experiment there was no transformation, and even in absence of RNA again there is no transformation. Next, culture medium plus protein, and here they added which enzyme? Protease. To denature this protein they added protease, and they allowed to grow R type. Here also no transformation. Why we are studying this here? To confirm whether RNA is responsible or whether protein is responsible. And we know already in presence of RNA also R type not converted to S type. In presence of protein also R type is not converted to S type. But in presence of DNA R type converted to S type. And then when you denature DNA or in absence of DNA, R is not going to convert into S type. How you can call absence? Due to use of enzyme which digests this DNA. So from this, what they concluded? From these series of experiments, these three scientists concluded and they gave two conclusions. That is, first conclusion, which is given in NCERT also. Finally, conclusions. First conclusion, DNA is the genetic material. Second conclusion, very important, that is, RNAs and protease have no effect on what? Transformation. Transformation means what? RNAs and protease we used to denature RNA and protease respectively. It means in presence of RNA or in absence of RNA there is no transformation, and also in presence of protein or in absence of protein the transformation was not seen, means transformation was not affected. But what? DNA's affects transformation. These are the conclusions given by Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy scientists. Two conclusions. Okay. So from this, finally they decided that DNA is the only genetic material. Okay. After this, even after this experiments, many biologists, okay, were not convinced that DNA is the only genetic material, and the confirmed result or experiment later again given by a pair of scientists, two scientists, Hershey and Chase. Okay, that experiment we will study in the next class. Okay, that is again related to search of genetic material only. But remember, search of genetic material was started by Griffith and experimentally proven by, that is, Hershey and Chase. We are going to study in the, that is, next experiment, that is one. But here, what is the conclusion given by Griffith? Griffith told there is something transforming principle, but he did not define the biochemical nature of that genetic material, whether it is DNA or RNA or protein. He did not tell that. After that, these three scientists continued Griffith's work and they gave two conclusions. DNA is the only genetic material, and then RNAs, protease. From these series of experiments which were continued by, that is, Avery, MacLeod and McCarthy. What? That is, Griffith's work was continued by these three scientists by heat killing the S3 type, and separately they performed these experiments and finally gave two conclusions, that is, DNA is the genetic material, and next RNAs and protease do not have any effect on transformation, whereas DNAs have the effect on transformation. And from this experiment only, they gave a very clear-cut idea that DNA is the only genetic material. But for proof, again, there is another experiment given by Hershey and Chase that we will study in the next class. Okay, till then, please read the previous classes up to now this class. Again, this class is very important regarding this topic. So please read well. Thank you.